Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to discuss all the possible questions that could appear from the story Bholi. Are you ready? Let's begin. The first question: why was Sulekha called Bholi? A. She was innocent to look at. B. She was the fourth daughter of Numberdar Ramlal and the most innocent. C. She had fallen from the bed and might have damaged some part of her brain. Or D. She was never into any mischief. So, why was Sulekha called Bholi? What was the reason? Have you marked your answer? Okay, the answer is option C. I'll tell you why. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. That was why she remained a backward child and came to be known as Bholi. Okay. So she was not innocent to look at. That is not the reason. And she was the most innocent of all the children. No, it's not because of that. And not because she wasn't into any mischief. It is because of this reason. Going to the next question. What does Bholi mean? A. Simpleton. B. Beautiful. C. Cunning. Or D. Healthy. So Bholi is a Hindi word, isn't it? So we all know Bholi means simpleton or innocent. Yes. Next, what all adversity did Sulekha or Bholi go through in her childhood? So what all adversity did she go through? I have written this answer in bullet points so that you can go through all of it and recall it for your examination. Let's go through the first point. When she was 10 months old, she fell from the cot and perhaps it had damaged a part of her brain, due to which she remained a backward child. So that was the first adversity that she went through. She fell from the cot and because of that, she remained a backward child. Second point, when she was 2 years old. So this happened when she was 10 months old. Then when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. And except for her eyes, her entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black pock marks. So unfortunately, at the age of 2, she had an attack of smallpox. Then third, she could not speak till she was 5 years old. And when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. As a result, the children made fun of her and mimicked her. So these were all the problems that Sulekha had to go through in her childhood. Next question. Why was Ramlal worried about Bholi? Is it A. She was innocent and could easily be fooled? B. She did not have good looks? C. All the other children were happily married? Or D. She did not have intelligence? Have you marked your answer? Okay, so it is because she did not have good looks and she did not have intelligence. So when this question appears in the story, until then Champa was not married. So all the other children were happily married will not be the answer. So the answer is in the first page, last line. But Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. So answer is B and D. Moving to the next question. Why was Bholi sent to school? Okay, so when Bholi was 7 years old, a primary school for girls was opened in their village. The Tehsildar, who had come for the opening ceremony, said that Since Ramlal was a revenue officer. So what was Ramlal? He was a revenue officer and the representative of the government. He must set an example to the villagers. Therefore, he asked Ramlal to send his daughter to school. So because the Tehsildar insisted, it was because of that reason why Bholi was sent to school. Otherwise, she was trapped inside the four walls of her house. Next question. How did the wife react when Ramlal consulted her regarding sending Bholi to school? Is it A, she was happy and immediately agreed to send her the next day? B, she was scared if the other children would make fun of her? C, she asked him if he was mad because who then would marry her? Or is it D, she was overjoyed and persuaded the neighbors to send their daughters too? So what was the wife's first reaction? Yes, it is option C. She asked him if he was mad because who would then marry her? Next, what hurtful words did the mother say when she finally agreed to send Bholi to school? She said, let's send Bholi to school. As it is, there is little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers worry about her. So let her go to school. So these were the hurtful words by the mother. This shows how insensitive the mother is. And Bholi has no emotional support from her parents. Next question. Why was Bholi afraid to go to school? Is it A, she did not know what a school was like? B, she remembered how the cow was turned out of the house and sold? C, she was scared she would have the same fate as the cow Lakshmi? Or D, all of the above? So what was the reason that Bholi was afraid to go to school? The answer is all of the above. Let me read the exact words from the story. Bholi was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered how a few days ago their old cow Lakshmi had been turned out of the house and sold. No, 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 she shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from her father's grip. So this is why Bholi was afraid to go to school. Next question. Why did Ramlal tell his wife, let her wear some decent clothes today? A, because they were concerned about their reputation. B, they wanted Bholi to look pretty. C, they did not want to further scare Bholi. Or D, they wanted Bholi to feel excited. So what is the answer? Why did Ramlal tell his wife that let Bholi wear some decent clothes today? Because they were concerned about their reputation. If you remember in the story, he says, let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other schoolgirls think of us when they see her? So they are only concerned about their reputation and not the well-being of Bholi. Okay. Prove that Bholi was a neglected child and what made her finally believe that she was going to a better place. So these are all the points that show that Bholi was a neglected child. And what finally made her believe that she was going to a better place, that is school. First, new clothes had never been made for Bholi. She was always given hand-me-downs. And only the old clothes of her sisters were passed on to her. Second, no one cared to mend or wash her clothes. So if her clothes were torn, nobody mended her clothes and nobody washed her clothes also. Third, On the first day of school, she was given a clean dress of champa that no longer fitted her. Today, she was bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. So, her hair gets matted when it's not washed and combed properly. We see these matted hairs of hermits who usually don't wash and comb their hair, isn't it? That's called matted hair. So today she was bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry matted hair. So therefore, as a neglected child, when she finally was given care, she believed that she was being taken to a better place than home. Next, what ray of hope did Boli have when she saw so many girls of her age in the class? A. She felt that she was not alone. B. It was the first time she saw so many children. C. She hoped one of the girls might be her friend. And D. That there would be someone as backward as her in studies. So what was the ray of hope for Boli? The answer is option C. In the passage it says she hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. Okay, moving to the next one. How was the teacher's treatment different? Again, important question. The teacher's voice was soft and soothing. In all her life, she had never been called like that. So she's never been called in a very soft and soothing way. And this touched her heart. The teacher did not command her, but spoke in a friendly way. So this is how the teacher first treated her, and this treatment touched her heart. Okay. What words of encouragement did the teacher not give among these? So, most of the options were said, but there might be one or many in which she did not say. So, you have to figure out which she did not say. The teacher encouraged Boli to speak. B. The teacher patted her affectionately and asked her to put the fear out of her heart. C. She gave her a book and said, in a month you will be able to read. D. She said that just like Boli, she too had stammering in her childhood. E. In time she would be more learnt than everyone in the village. F. No one will laugh at her and people will listen to her with respect. G. In time, she will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. So you have to tell me among this if there is any answer that the teacher did not tell. Have you identified that one? Okay, let's see. Yes. Now option A, the teacher did encourage Boli to speak. So, if the question comes, how was the teacher's treatment different? You can also mention these. That the teacher encouraged Boli to speak. Then the teacher patted her affectionately and asked her to put the fear out of her heart. Yes, the teacher did give her a book and said in a month you will be able to read. Option D is not mentioned. The teacher did not have stammering in her childhood. The teacher said in time she will be more learnt than everyone in the village. Then she said no one will laugh at you because people will listen to you with respect. And she also said that you will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. So, option D is the answer. Why did the parents accept the proposal of Bishambar? So, why did they accept the proposal? They felt that Bholi would be lucky to find such a well-to-do bridegroom. He had a big shop, a house of his own, and several thousands in the bank. Moreover, he wasn't asking for any dowry. So that is why they accepted the proposal. So the parents' only criteria of choosing a bridegroom for their daughter was money and prosperity. Why was Bishambar not suited for Bholi? Is it A, he was a chronic alcoholic and a chain smoker? B, he was the same age as Ramlal and had a limp? C, his children from the first marriage were grown up? Or D, he was an abusive person and a woman beater? So what was the reason why Bishambar was not suited for Bholi? Yes, the father mentioned, right, that he was the same age as Ramlal and he had a limp, and his children from the first marriage were quite grown up. So what selfish thoughts did the parents have which made them accept the proposal? So they did not care about the age of Bishambar because he was from a different village and did not know about her pock marks and lack of sense. If they would not accept the proposal, she might remain unmarried all her life. And just so that they could get rid of their daughter, they accepted the proposal. Next, on the day of the marriage, when the groom's procession came, why was he overjoyed? A, he was happy to see the pomp and splendor. B, Bishambar Nath did not look that old. C, he never expected his fourth daughter's wedding to be so grand. Or D, he never expected Bholi to get married. So why was Ramlal overjoyed? Okay, I hope you have marked your answer. It is option A, he was happy to see the pomp and splendor. And also option C, he never expected his four daughters' wedding to be so grand. So this was why Ramlal was overjoyed. Initially, Bishambar refused to marry Bholi, but later he agreed. What was the reason? A, his ask for 5,000 rupees dowry was fulfilled. B, he felt pity for Bholi. C, due to societal pressure he agreed. D, Bishambar was concerned about his honor. So what was the reason that he later agreed to marry Bholi? The answer is yes, option A. Because once his father agreed to pay 5,000 rupees as dowry, he agreed to marry her. So why did he initially refuse? Because after seeing pock marks on her face, he disagreed to marry her. Next, during the first time when the veil was removed from Bholi's face, she immediately pulled the veil over her face. But the next time when the veil was slipped from her face, how did she react? So this time her eyes were not downcast. So she did not look down. She was looking straight at Bishambar, and in her eyes there was neither anger nor hate, only cold contempt. She threw away the garland into the fire and spoke without the slightest stammer. So initially, though the first time she pulled the veil, the second time she looked straight at Bishambar with cold contempt. Why did Bholi first agree to marry Bishambar, but now why was she refusing? So Bholi said that she first agreed to marry this old lame man Bishambar for the sake of her parents' reputation. But she will not have such a mean, greedy and contemptible coward as husband. So these are her words. who was ready to marry someone just for the sake of 5,000 rupees. Contemptible means not someone who deserves any kind of respect. So first, only for her parents' reputation, she agreed to marry, but she said she will not marry a mean, greedy and contemptible coward. Initially, she agreed to marry this man even if he was old and lame, but not someone who was mean and greedy and a person who does not deserve any kind of respect. Ramlal was supposed to be happy that his daughter was no longer stammering and took a stand for herself. But how did he really react? A. He begged her to marry him. B. He cried and lowered the turban to her feet. C. He coaxed her to marry him or leave the house. D. He bowed his head low with weight of grief and shame. So how did Ramlal react? Instead of being happy, he bowed his head low with weight of grief and shame. In the last paragraph of the story, she is referred to as Sulekha and not Bholi. Why? Again, an important question. It is because she was no longer Bholi, because she was not a simpleton. She stood her ground and spoke against injustice. Though in the past she was a shy, demure and underconfident person, through education and positive influence of her teacher, she had become confident and she had voiced her opinion. Boldly, she took a stand for herself. So that is why she was no longer called Bholi, a simpleton. She was a very strong, confident person who voiced out her opinion boldly. Next, why did the teacher feel deep satisfaction when she saw all the incidents unfold? Okay, so this is also an important question. Why did the teacher feel deep satisfaction? The teacher, in her smiling eyes, had deep satisfaction, just like an artist feels when completing a masterpiece. She had helped transform a life and did the duty that her parents should have done for her. The teacher encouraged and motivated her to overcome social barriers and played a profound impact on Bholi's life. That is why the teacher felt deep satisfaction, because she has completely transformed a person and changed her life tremendously. That is why the teacher had smiling eyes and deep satisfaction. Okay, moving to the next one and the most important question. What important lessons do we learn from the story Bholi? Very important. The first point, it gives us awareness about the reflection of society. So, how is the society? People are prejudiced and usually criticize and judge people on the looks rather than their achievement. Isn't it? She was well educated, yet people kept talking about her looks. When Bholi refused to marry Ramlal, there was someone who said, "What a shameless girl. We all thought she was a harmless, dumb cow." So that is really insensitive of someone to say that. So it gives us a reflection of the society that people are always judging others only on their looks rather than their achievements. The second, it teaches us that education empowers an individual and it can transform their lives. It allowed a girl like Bholi to overcome her challenges and stand for herself with confidence, isn't it? So education definitely empowers a person. Third, it also emphasizes on self-acceptance. Accept the way you are. So it teaches us that we have to value ourselves despite physical imperfections, societal prejudices, and recognize the inherent worth of every individual. So the society might attack us, but we have to value ourselves despite any kind of physical imperfections and recognize our true worth. The next point is it teaches us the importance of emotional support. The story highlights the importance of how, with the right guidance, emotional support, and motivation, it can tremendously change a person. Therefore, family support is pivotal in a child's development. In this story, her family did not support her in any way. She was a neglected child. So, therefore, it is important that we give children emotional support. The next point, self-respect and confidence. Even when there was so much social pressure and oppression by the relatives and family members for Bholi to marry Ramlal, Bholi showcased confidence, self-respect and self-worth. That she is not like the cow Lakshmi who can just be taken away and sold. So it is important that every person has self-respect and self-confidence, and the ability to stand up to what you believe, even if there is so much oppression among the people who are surrounding you. The next point, stand for what is right. Isn't that very, very important? Bholi fought not just for herself, but she spoke for every girl who is forcefully married. She fought against dowry system and stood against all those social prejudices where the shallow-minded people only pay attention to physical attributes. So it is important that we remember to always stand for what is right and bring about the change ourselves. And towards the end of the story, if you notice, even after her parents disrespecting her so much, she says that, "Father, in your old age, I will serve you, and mother, and I will teach in the same school where I learned so much." So this shows values and shows her responsibility towards her parents. And we have completed all the questions. I hope you are really thorough with this story. And I'm so glad that I get the opportunity to teach all of this and make a small difference in your lives. All the very best for your examinations. Do well.